Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have Maya on Reanimator versus Jesse on Burn. An absolute nightmare matchup for Burn. Not the type of thing you want to be playing against. Burn usually looking for decks like Death and Taxes, Control decks, Delver decks, but Reanimator, really any type of combo deck, a very difficult matchup. Reanimator might be the worst, however, as it only needs to resolve potentially one spell to get a Gristlebrand and just be gaining 7 life a turn. Maya mulling down to just 5, giving Jesse a fighting chance here. Though a good 5, probably a much worse deal for Jesse than a bad 7. Reanimator can do an awful lot on just a handful of cards. Goblin Guide giving Maya back a little bit of card advantage there, shipping a fetch land into her hand and pushing through 2 damage. Jesse with some beautiful unlimited lands there. He does have fetch lands in his build. There was a deck that just top-8'd the GP, actually foregoing the fetch land to just run 20 mountains like it was 1998 or something. And the deck did top 8. I actually converted the burn deck that I keep in the shop to that build. Runs 4 exquisite firecrafts, and here we see Maya just effortlessly Lotus Petal into Dark Ritual, Animate Dead, and there, just like that, she has a 6/7 lifelinker. And I've got to imagine she is not going to be inclined to block here. Jesse not actually tempting the situation. Probably could have pushed through the 2 damage. I don't think she would have blocked. Blocking would mean a lightning bolt, and then playing another land and another bolt would actually clear the Gristlebrand. And a lightning bolt to the face. And here we see Eidolons, some light up the stages, chain lightnings. Oh yeah, with the light up the stage, definitely would have made sense to swing there. If she calls the bluff, she calls the bluff, but this is a dire situation. Lotus Petal. A land. We've got fetching. As Eidolon really not going to do much good. Maya does not have any pressure on her to play additional spells, so it's going to be light up the stage to try and draw into I don't know what. Oh, another Polluted Delta just for rub-ins. And light up the stage number 1 shows a couple of lands. One of those can be actually not played because he played a land from hand. And there's a Skewer the Critics. And Faithless Looting being flashed back from the graveyard. Maya has everything going just fine here for her. And Jesse scooping it up, hoping to have a little bit more game in games 2 and 3 here. Pyrostatic Pillars are a possibility, but I'll tell you, it is a tough matchup. I think Price of Progress, a very suspect card against a deck that can win off of just a single basic land as its entire mana base. The 1-mana spells, definitely preferable. Things that you can kind of pepper in there, get in as much damage as possible early, perhaps actually stopping a Reanimate from happening, or if the Reanimate happens, be able to use that small window to throw an extra like 9 damage at their face with some Lava Spikes and Chain Lightnings, along, of course, with Lightning Bolt, just the best card in the deck. Mana efficiency is everything here for Jesse. Burn, in many ways, is a combo deck in its own right. While it doesn't have complex synergies and decision trees on the level of Storm or some of the other complicated combo decks, you are really looking to assemble 21 points of burn, and then you've got some creatures that are essentially just, glorified engines for that. They do not hold up in combat versus really anything in the format. A 2/2 Goblin Guide is going to, at best, trade with most things, and downright trumped by almost everything else. But those first couple of turns, getting 4 damage out of it for 1 mana, absolutely a bargain for a deck that's just trying to establish 20 points of damage as quickly as possible. Reanimate, a card in this matchup that's very important. It both gives Maya a very fast way of returning creatures, but at the price of life, which is perhaps her most valuable resource in this matchup. That's really all Jesse's going to be going after. Those Mega Man sleeves being cut. Mega Man and Rush, and we see Price of Progress still in the deck. Not entirely sure which cards came out. Let me know what you think about Price of Progress. Any burn players out there with some familiarity in this matchup? Do you like Price of Progress post-board? Are you hoping that they kind of have to grab 2 or 3 fetch lands and you're able to finish off the game with the 2-mana spell? Or is 2 mana just too much to pay in this matchup? A couple of cards going to the bottom and fetching, shuffling that deck back up, so those cards are live draws now. That is a factor for the new builds not running fetch lands, is when a card goes to the bottom, it is gone forever. And we've got a Goblin Guide swinging, pushing through 2 damage. A solid start for burn. Maya drawing for turn and discarding Gristlebrand. And this may be exactly what I was talking about. She might actually win this game only playing a single spell. If she reanimates here. Oof, and light up the stage, revealing Price of Progress. And so far in this case study, really not enjoying Price of Progress at all. Although it will actually be a shock. Whoa. Does Maya not have the reanimate here? Oh, she's considering that she's dead to a reanimate, right? So she's going to go to like 5. Oh, you can tell we do this in one take. That was a Cabal Therapy, not a Reanimate. The new art from Ultimate Masters on Reanimate does get me. So Cabal Therapy ends up... Now he's going to be able to Lightning Bolt, and this Price of Progress goes away. So light up the stage, not really doing its job particularly well thanks to that Price of Progress's 2 casting costs. However, she does have a couple of dual lands out. Eidolon now, perhaps too little too late. Going to be able to gain 6 in the air here. Going to 16. It's going to be 3 swings or so. Unmask now. Seeing Eidolon in a Swift Spear. And I think Swift Spear probably the choice, as another Eidolon is generally pretty terrible. As someone that's played a little bit of burn in recent months, that second Eidolon, usually hot garbage. It's okay to be playing Lightning Bolts into your own Eidolon and taking 2 at a time, but when you're literally losing the race by playing your burn spells, it's pretty discouraging. The second Eidolon does come down, however. And for now, Gristlebrand's going to gain 6 and deal 6, setting up lethal. And Jesse can only play 1 spell thanks to his own Eidolons here. They are not particularly good in multiples. He had very little choice. It was either play it or not. And from here, Gristlebrand's going to be coming in for lethal. Price of Progress. And that at most will do 6. And Reanimator taking it down against Burn. To be fair, as expected, though, Jesse showing us that he came prepared for this matchup. Caracas ×3, absolutely a great way to get rid of all of those legendary creatures. So Jesse well prepared, but coming up short here against Reanimator. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.